you and them are doing things together. So,
Right.
out
Right.
here it
So
might be like, hey, I'm going mountain biking with a couple of the people, or I know a couple of the women are having like a game night next weekend, like that they invited Roz to, or
so we have all
hey,
sorts of stuff like that.
yeah,
You have the brunches. You have like a pretty sizable group of us shoot a lot together. Guns, right?
shoot
Like
basketballs.
no, we don't shoot the basketballs. We don't shoot the hoops. The people always bring that up. I'm like, no, I'm not playing basketball with you. You're garbage. The
You know what sport I used to play that I'd like to play again? Did I
I
ever
would
tell
love
you
to see you
this?
play any sport just for a good laugh.
I'm very athletic, but I used to
I
play a
doubt that.
sport called handball. Have you heard of handball?
Yeah, that's perfect for you. You're a small Jewish man who is kind of old at heart. Yeah, handball
Yeah,
is a perfect game for you.
it's definitely an old Jewish man game, but pre-CrossFit, I mean, I was traveling competing. Like I was a very good four wall. I mean, for those that know the Albany CrossFit story, I opened in a racquetball court. Racquetball court and handball courts are the same. So,
Right.
I was playing handball daily. I was traveling. I moved up to like a pretty high level B player. The highest, there's only one level above that. And lately I've been
I'm guessing. A is above B.
well, A or open, they would call it, but yeah, one or the
Okay.
other. And lately, I've just been having these desire to play again. It's a really great sport. So anyway,
It's kind of like that racquetball is, I think handball is harder than racquetball, and I think
it's
squash is
way
harder.
harder than
I think
racquetball.
so. Like of the three, I think racquetball is in air quotes the easiest. So if you're a racquetball player, I'm not poo-pooing on racquetball, but I do think that handball and squash are way harder. I think you have to be way faster on your feet. I think you have to have way better reaction time, and I think you have to be able to cover more distance because, particularly squash, because the is it a ball?
Ball, they call it a dead ball. It
Right, it's a
doesn't
dead
bounce
ball.
very hard. Yeah.
Well, it
And
does after it gets warmed up, right? So like it
right.
bounces more as you play, like and as you kind of get it warm or whatever. However, but it's not like a racquetball. Like a racquetball, you just throw that thing around there, it just bounces all over the place, and
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
kind of
basically stand in
stand
one
still.
spot.
Right.
Yeah. But squash
Uh,
is very athletic. It's a slightly different court actually. The back wall
yeah.
is a little closer on squash,
Yeah.
and there's different out of bounds. But
It's
we had
quick.
yeah
Squash to me is kind of like it has very similar features to spike ball. Like you have to, everything is like short and quick.
yeah. I played primarily handball. I did play squash like once or twice a week, and then racquetball every so often. But I handball is the toughest to me because for those listening, if you've never played, you basically have to learn how to use your non-dominant side.
Right.
So, the way you improve is you're not only good on your, dominant or for me, right side, but I was able to kill the ball with my left arm too at some point. But the best in the world, you can't tell if they're lefty or righty.
It's like basketball. If you can't dribble with your non-dominant hand, like you're in deep shit, particularly as a guard.
So anyway, let's bring it
Yeah.
back to the community.
Yeah, I would love to know how we got there. So we're gonna have to go back and listen to this and figure out what that streaming consciousness sounded like.
How did we get here?
Where are we? The so I legitimately don't know what we were talking about before this.
We were talking about how to build your community, but I
But
know
there
that
was
I
something
created a
after that,
tangent there.
and then you took us way off track.
We were talking about doing events, how people hang out outside of the gym.
Oh yeah, just like doing a bunch of stuff together. Yeah. So and it went guns, and then somehow you went from guns to handball, guns and handball.
Because
Anyway,
I asked if you shot basketballs.
right. Oh yeah, that's right. See, there we go. We unpacked it. It's good.
We did it.